Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth and this is Beth's Bookish Reviews, and I'm here today to do my big book summer wrap-up, and this was hosted by Sue Jackson and Melinda from A Web of Stories, and I had so much fun. I didn't read nearly as many as I thought I would, but the ones I did read were absolutely phenomenal. So with that being said, I have quite a few that I just listened to, so I want to get those out of the way first. Well, ones I don't have a book for. I had this book, but I don't have it now. I don't know if it's around here somewhere or if it's just if I loaned it to somebody. Okay, so we'll start with Tidelands. It has, my copy had more because it was large print, but the original book has 455 pages. This book was amazing. It had great characters. It had a story with an edge of your seat plot twist, and I love Eleanor and her stand, that even as her heart was just utterly shattering, she never backed down. And this was an amazing read. She was believed to be a witch, but yeah, I'll let you read that for yourself. So the next one, I want to kind of mark these off so I don't tell you again. The next one that I do not have a book for is actually a couple of Lee Child. I'll go with this one. It's Gone Tomorrow. It has 441 pages. And this one is about Reacher is on a subway and there's a woman who's acting kind of weird, and I mean he clocks her and every other passenger in there, and he thinks that she's got a bomb. And it was amazing. So far, all 5 stars. I was just blessed with my reading this summer. And so we'll go to the next one, which was another Lee Child, and I'll put it up here. It is book 5 in the Jack Reacher series, and I am eventually going to reread all of these and read them in order. So he, of course, hitches a ride, and he gets picked up by this woman named Carmen. She's driving a Cadillac. She's by herself. She's beautiful. She's young. You can tell she's from money. She tells him that she has a little girl and her husband is in jail, and she believes that he's going to kill her when he comes home. But when she asks Reacher for help, he doesn't want to give it to her. So, yeah. All right, let me see. I think that is all of the ones on like audio. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close that. I'm not telling you when I read these, but I did read them between Memorial Day and I think the last one I finished was the 31st, around the 31st, I think. No, the last one I finished was actually finished You'd think I'd remember. The 10th of August. So I haven't really read any big books lately. Haven't finished any big books. Okay, I'm just gonna go as my stack is here. This was one that Books Love Jenna chose for our book club pick, and for July. And it is The Jane Austen Project by Kathleen A. Flynn. Now, normally this book would not have been 400 pages. The normal is like 300 and something. But I had a copy that went to 480 because I had a large print edition. So I'm counting it. So this is about a man and a woman that are involved in a project to travel back in time to meet Jane Austen, to become friends with her, to get close enough to her and her brother to steal some letters, and yeah, well, to steal from her. Okay, so the next one is another lead child, and it's Make Me, and it has, okay, these are not part of the book, so I don't count them. 494 pages. I'll show you. So, and see, this is where the other excerpts start, so I didn't count them. And this is about, oh yes, I remember this one. He is on a train and he gets off at Mother's Rest, right? Yes. And so he meets this woman named Michelle Chang. And so she thinks it's her partner, and he is missing, and they're supposed to be investigating. So he teams up with her to help her figure out what's going on. And the one thing they keep asking people is, why is it called Mother's Rest? Anyway, 5 stars, obviously. All right, so I'm gonna go with this one next. This is Mansfield Park. I finished it in July as well. No. No, I finished this one in June. It was the 250th celebration of Jane Austen's birthday. And it has 438 pages. And if you don't know what this one is about, it is about, I had not read this one. Did I read this one? Let me make sure I finished this one in June. Yes, I read it June 7th to the 18th. Okay. This is about Fanny Price, and she goes to stay with her aunt and uncle and cousins. And the only one of her cousins that actually kind of befriends her is Edward. And he notices that she's kind of homesick and depressed. And so she grows up and she works. She becomes kind of like a companion to her aunt, and she does a lot of work for her other aunt that's not even, she doesn't even live in the house. She lives in a little house on the property. And so Henry and Mary Crawford come in, and Edward tries to convince her to give Henry a chance, and because he wants to, he is kind of attracted to Mary. So, but she only has eyes for one person. And yeah, This one was not a 5-star. Yeah. So anyway, but I did like it. I mean, it's Jane Austen. She is a wonderful writer. Okay, the next one I did read in July, reread it in July, and it is Emma. This was for the Jane Austen July. It was also for the 250th birthday celebration of Jane Austen. It has 460 pages, and this is about Emma. I can't remember her last name. Woodhouse. And she kind of helps take care of her dad, and she doesn't see herself as ever getting married, but she loves to set her friends up, and that's all well and good until she does some things that have some repercussions, and it's kind of hard to go back and undo those. So yeah, I still love it. And I love Mr. Knightley. I couldn't remember his name. Okay. And so then one of the Louise Penny books is 400 pages, I believe. Yeah, just 400 pages. 404 pages. And it's How the Light Gets In. And this one is about a Quebec village that's only found by those who are lost. And now one of those lost has gone missing. It's been a while since I've read this one. The missing woman was once one of the most famous people in the world. She thought she'd finally found a refuge, but her past had followed her there. Oh, it's talking about Three Pines. So, enemies are closing in on Gamache, and he has to make some decisions. And yeah. So anyway, loved it. 5 stars. And then the last one, which was my last read for Big Book Summer, it is so far my favorite book of the year, is The Lady's Mind by Francine Rivers. And this is about Catherine Walsh, and she is kind of shunned by her mom and stepdad and sent to live in this little nothing town, mining town, and she is to take over, she's to take the inheritance that her great uncle left her mother, and she's determined to make a go of it, and she has no intention of falling in love. Matthias Beck, he owns the local saloon and hotel, and he knows that this town is no place for a lady, and he knows that Catherine is a lady, and he has taken an interest in her and becomes her watch guard. He wants to make sure she is safe. And so yeah, beautiful book, lovely story. Francine Rivers is an incredible writer, and so yeah, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total. And so here is my little stack of the ones that I have in possession as of right now. And like I said, I have Tidelands, but I don't know where it's at. So thank you, Sue, for creating this readathon, and thank you, Melinda, for helping her and all that you did this summer. Thank you both. I enjoyed this readathon so much, and I can't wait for next summer. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.